Hello students and welcome to SmartKidz tutorials. In this video we will be solving Go Ahead Masters Association's SSC first term prelims paper which came in October 2023 for 40 marks. This is Maths level 1 paper and the timing is 1 hour and 45 minutes. 15 minutes has been given extra, otherwise it is 1 hour 30 minutes. Let's look at the instructions before we begin the paper. First, each question is provided with 4 alternatives. Choose the correct alternative and darken the appropriate bubble with ballpoint pen, blue or black. So you need to use either blue or black ballpoint pen, and you will be given 4 options. One of them is correct. You have to choose the correct one and answer. Next, candidate should also note that it will not be possible to change the answers once darkened with the ballpoint pen. Hence, sufficient care should be taken while darkening the bubbles. So once you darken the bubble, you will not be able to change it. Okay, so it's not like as easy as just cancelling and rewriting. So make sure you are 100% sure about the answer before you darken the bubble. Third, all the candidates should hand over the OMR to the invigilator before leaving the exam hall. So this refers to your paper, the paper that you answer. When you are after answering, you should hand it over to the person who is supervising your examination, okay, before you leave the examination hall. Okay, so we're done with the instructions. Let's move to the first question. So the first question says, if the product of two numbers is 240 and the LCM is 60, then their HCF is dash. These are our options. So this is how we solve it. HCF into LCM will give us 240. We've been given LCM as 60, so in place of LCM I'll put 60. HCF is what we need to find out. 240. So 0, 0, 6 ones are 6, 6 fours are 24. That means our HCF is 4 and our correct answer is A. Second, the decimal expansion of rational number 33 upon 2 square into 5 will terminate after either 1 decimal place, 2 decimal, 3 decimal or 4 decimal. Let's find out. So 33 upon 2 square into 5. This we can change into 5 square from here if we multiply the numerator and decimal denominator by 5. What we'll get is 23 upon 2 square into 5 square. Why we need that is because we'll get pairs of 2 into 5 and 2 into 5 is 10. So since it is 2 square and 5 square, so we get 2 into 5 and 2 into 5, which means 10 into 10, which will be 1000, something like this. Sorry, this is 33 and it is multiplied into 5. So 5 will multiply the numerator first. 5 into 3 will be 15, carry 1, 5 is of 16. And since this is 10 into 10, we'll get 100. Okay. So if we take, since there are 2 zeros, we move the decimal point 2 places towards the left. 1, 2. And this is what we get, the answer. So as per our question, it's asking you it will terminate after how many decimal places. So the correct answer is B, after 2 decimal places. Third question, the least number that is divisible by all numbers from 1 to 7 is one of these. What it's trying to say is you need to get the LCM, okay, of all of these. So let's do that. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And let's find out. So 1 will come here, 2 ones are 2. 3 will be the way it is, 2 2s are 4, 5, 2 3s are 6, 7. Again 2, so 1, 1, comma 3, comma 2 ones are 2, 5, 3 and 7 will remain the way it is. Next we'll go for 3, 3, 1, 1, 3 ones are 3, 1 again, 5, 3 ones are 3, comma 7. Next we are left with only 5 and 7, so I'll go with 5 next. So 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 1, 5 ones are 5, 1, 7. Next we'll get 7. Okay. 7 ones are 7. So these are the numbers that we get. So let's find out. So we get LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. If you multiply all this, so we 2 into 5, 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 7 is 42, 5 into 10 is, 5 into 2 is 10, 42 into 10 is 420. So our correct answer is D, 420. Fourth question, the number which is not irrational is one of these. So 3 of them are irrational, one of them is not. Clearly this is an irrational number because of root 11. Again this is also an irrational number because of root 11, because 5 minus root 11. The one is a rational number, one is an irrational number. And this is also an irrational. So this has got to be the rational number. If you want to know how this becomes a rational number, you just got to multiply. This is in the identity form, a plus b into a minus b. So we will get this 5 plus root 11. I will show you. Otherwise you don't have to do this. So 5a square minus b square. We get 25 minus 11, which is 14, which is a rational number. Okay. So our correct choice is C, 5 plus root 11 into 5 minus root 11. Fifth question, the smallest number by which root 27 should be multiplied so as to get the rational number is this. So what it's trying to say is, if we multiply any one of this into root 27, we should get a rational number, but it's asking for the smallest one. So from here, the smallest that I can see is root 3. So I'll try with this and see what I'll get, because this is, if I multiply this into this and if I get this rational number, then this is the smallest number by which we can multiply to get a rational number. Let's try out root 3. So root 3 into root 27. So 27 into 3 is 81. We will get square root of 81, and square root of 81 is 9. So this has got to be the one. If you want, you can try out the others as well. Like for example, we can try out 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 into root 27. Again, root 3 into root 27 gives us root 81. In other words, it is 2 into 9, which is 18. Again, higher than this. And root 27 into root 27 will give us will give us 27. Again, higher than this. So 4 root 3 is always higher than this. If you want, you can try it out. 4 root 3 into root 27. So that gives us 4 into root 81. And that is 4 into 9, which is 36. So you see, so the correct answer is D, root 3. Moving to the sixth question, if zeros of 9x square minus 7x plus k are reciprocal of each other, then the value of k is one of these. Now, zeros are given how? As alpha and beta, as the two zeros. So what it's saying is, let's say alpha, the value of alpha is, let's say if it is x, then the value of beta, it says, should be 1 upon x, because it says that the zeros are reciprocal of each other. So if alpha is x, then beta should be 1 upon x. Now here what it says is, if zeros of this are reciprocal of each other, then the value of k. If we want to find the value of k, then we need to use this alpha into beta, because that will have our product c. Okay, So this is A, B and C. We are interested in C because we will get the K into picture. So alpha, if we take as X, then beta will be 1 upon X and C will be K and A will be 9. So this X and X will cancel. Okay, what we will get is 1 equal to K upon 9. So 9 if we take and take on this side, I mean on the left hand side, it will get multiplied with 1 and we will get K equal to 9. Okay. So in other words, our correct answer is C, 9. Coming to the 7th question, if alpha and beta are zeros of x square minus 9x plus 14, then alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1 is equal to whatever. Okay, so let's find out first about alpha plus beta. So I'll get alpha plus beta, which is minus b upon a, and alpha into beta is c upon a. Now b over here, if we compare with the general formula, then we get b will get as minus 9. So minus of minus 9 upon a, which is 1, and in other words this will become positive 9, and in this case c is 14 and a is 1, so this will become 14. Now why do we need this? Is because we need to find the value of this, and this is alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1, and we'll get alpha into beta gives us alpha beta, alpha into 1 gives us alpha. Similarly 1 into beta will give beta and 1 into 1 will give just 1. So if we club this together and this together, we can write alpha plus beta, alpha into beta is 9, alpha plus beta is 14 plus this 1. So what will get the answer? 9 plus 14 is 23, 23 plus 1 is 24. This is your answer, and in our options it is there as D. So D is our correct option. 8th question, if minus half and minus 3 are the sum and product of zeros of a quadratic polynomial respectively, then the polynomial is. So this is given as the sum. Alpha plus beta is minus half and alpha into beta is minus 3. Okay, so if you want to get it in the polynomial form, this is how we write it. X square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. I will take this okay, we'll take this equal to 0 to get the polynomial, because there's a half over there, we need to get rid of that. So x square minus, and we'll take this minus half over here in place of alpha plus beta this way, plus alpha into beta is minus 3, so minus 3 equal to 0. What we'll get is x square plus half x minus 3 equal to 0. So if you multiply by 2 throughout, we'll get this 2 cancel, and what we'll get will be something like this. So 2x square plus x minus 6. This will be our polynomial. If we compare this, D is the option that we get, 2x square plus x minus 6. Okay, so D is our correct answer. Coming to the 9th question, if the polynomial p of x equal to x 8x raised to 4 plus 14x cube minus 2x square plus 7x minus 8 is divided by g of x 4x square plus 3x minus 2, then the degree of the quotient is one of these. So we'll have to divide it to get divide p of x by g of x to get the quotient, and there we'll have to look what is the degree or the highest polynomial degree of. So let's find out. The g of x is 4x square, so 4x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by 8x raised to 4 plus 14x cube minus 2x square plus 7x minus 8. So this will be 2x square. 4 into 2 gives us 8. X square into x square will be x raised to 4. 3 into 2 is 6. X into x square is x cube. Minus 2 into minus plus 2 is minus 4 into x square. Change the sign throughout. This will cancel. 14 minus 6 gives us 8x cube. Minus 2 plus 4 gives us plus 2x square. We bring the plus 7x down. Next, 4 into positive 2x will give us 8x cube. 3 into 2 is 6. X into x is x square. Minus 2 into minus plus 2 is minus 4. And that will be x. So change the sign throughout. Minus, minus, plus. This will cancel. We get minus 4x square plus 11x. Bring minus 8 down. Now, 4x square and 4x square same. So we'll put minus 1 over here. We'll get minus 4x square plus 3x into minus 1. Get minus 3x, and minus 2 into minus 1 gives us positive 1. If we change the sign throughout, this is will cancel. 11 plus 3 we get 14x. Minus 8 and minus 1 gives us minus. Now this will be positive 2. Sorry. Okay. So minus 8 and minus 1 gives us minus 10. Okay. Now we are not interested in the remainder. We are interested in the quotient. So this is 2x square plus 2x minus 1, and the highest degree is 2, so that is the degree of this polynomial. So the correct answer is A in this regard. Next question, the remainder when the polynomial 2x square minus 5x minus 1 is divided by x minus 3 is this. So in the previous question we were asked a question with related to the quotient. Here this is related to the remainder that remains. Let's find out. Let's do the division first. X minus 3 is the divisor and the dividend is 2x square minus 5x minus 1. So x into 2x will give us 2x square. Minus 3 into 2 gives us minus 6x. We change the sign throughout and this will cancel. We get here x minus 1. Put just 1 over here, positive 1. We get x into 1 is x. Minus 3 into plus 1 gives us minus 3. Change the sign throughout. Cancels. Plus 3 and minus 1 gives us positive 2. Okay, so the correct answer is C, 2. 11th, graphically the pair of linear equations 7x minus y equal to 5 and 21x minus 3y equal to 10 represent two lines which are either intersecting at one point, parallel, always intersecting or coincident. Let's find out what exactly is it. So we have 7x minus y, and instead of putting equal to 5, I'll take the 5 on the left hand side straight away. Okay, equal to 0, and we have 21x minus 3y, and again positive 10 I'll take on the left hand side, it will become negative, equal to 0. Now let's compare their coefficients. So a1 upon a2, let's see what it is. a1 is 7, a2 is 21, 7 1 is 7, 7 3 is 20, so 1 upon 3. b1 upon b2, let's see, minus 1 upon minus 3, minus and minus cancel, we get 1 upon 3. And c1 upon c2 is minus 5 upon minus 10, minus and minus cancel, 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, 1 upon 2. So clearly we can see that a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. In other words, this two equations, pair of equations, do not give us a solution. Okay, and if they don't give us a solution graphically, that means that that it gives us two parallel lines. Okay, so the correct answer is B, parallel. Okay, let's move to the 12th question. And the 12th question says, if the pair of linear equations are consistent, then the lines will be, or choices given are always coincidental, parallel, always intersecting, or coincident. Okay, see, when if it says it is consistent, okay, then it can mean either of the things. It can mean either that it is intersecting or coincident. Okay, we are not sure for that matter whether it's intersecting or not. So since this option is given, this would be the correct option, that is intersecting or coincident. Okay. 13th question, the pair of linear equations x equal to 0 and x equal to 5 has the option given to us are no solution, unique solution, two solutions, infinitely many solutions. Okay, if you draw a graph like this, okay, it's just a rough graph, y-axis and x-axis, and you have the origin here. X equal to 0 is actually tells you that the line is here on y-axis. Okay, something like this, passing through the origin of x-axis. And x equal to 5 will be somewhere over here, the line will be something like this. So in other words, these two lines have got to be parallel to each other. And if they are parallel to each other, you know, then we don't have a solution. So in other words, so this is should be a line represented by this equation x equal to 5, and this one represents x equal to 0. So since there are two parallel lines, we say that it has got no solution. So A is our correct option. 14th, if x equal to A and y equal to B is the solution of pair of linear equations x plus y equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y equal to 4, then the values of A and B are respectively one of these. So which means in other words, we have to solve for them to get the value of x and y, and in doing so we will get the values of A and B. So we have x plus y equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y equal to 4. So I'm going to multiply this first one, I'll take this is second, and multiply this by 3, going to eliminate y. So this will get us 3x plus 3y equal to 15 upon 2, and this will be 2x minus 3y equal to 4. Okay, 3y plus 3y and minus 3y will cancel out, and this will add. 3 plus 2 is 5x, 15 plus 4 is 19, so we get x equal to 19 upon 5. If we mark this as 3 and substitute it in 1, we will get 19 upon 5 plus y equal to 5. If we multiply by 5 throughout, we will get rid of this 5 and we will get 19 plus 5y equal to 25. Okay, take 19 on the other side, it will become negative, we will get 5y equal to 6, because 25 minus 19 will give us 6. So we will get y equal to 6 upon 5. So x is 19 upon 5 and y is 6 upon 5, which means A is 19 upon 5 and B is 6 upon 5. So if we compare this to the option that we have been given, the only one of them suits that or fits into that, 19 upon 5 and 6 upon 5. So our correct option is D. 15th question, the graph of y equal to 4x is a line. Now y equal to 4x actually it represents a straight line passing through the origin. Why? Because it's something like this, along this line. So you know the equation of a straight line is y equal to mx plus c. If the constant becomes 0, that means it has to pass through the origin. Okay, so the correct answer will be D, passing through the origin. So it's something along these lines. Okay, y-axis, x-axis, it will be a line that was passing through this origin, and you will have the y equal to 4x, that means somewhere over here. Okay, so anyways, the thing is, you should know the equation of a straight line, which is y equal to mx plus c, and this is represents a constant. So constant becomes 0 when it passes through the origin. That is why you have y equal to 4x passing through the origin. Next, 16th. The sum of the ages of Amar, Akbar and entity 4 years ago was 55 years. Then the sum of their ages 3 years hence will be one of these. Sum of the ages of Amar, Akbar and entity total combined of these three people 4 years ago was 55. Okay, nice names over here. You may have heard about the movie Amar, Akbar and entity as well. Let's find out. We'll have to assume first that let their ages, or I'm not going to write the statement all of them because it's just for 1 mark. So it's actually let the ages of Amar, Akbar and Antony be X, Y and Z. Okay, so let the ages be current ages be X years, Y years, and Z years. Current ages. We have been given that the sum of their ages 4 years ago was 55. So 4 years ago their ages were, so 4 years ago it would be, 4 years ago the ages were X minus 4. This would be for Amar, say Y minus 4. This would be for Akbar, and Z minus 4. This would be for Antony. Okay. Now their combined ages, this were all 4 years ago. Now 4 years ago the combined total was 55. So in other words, X minus 4 plus Y minus 4 plus Z minus 4 equal to 55. Okay, this is 4 years ago. Then we are asked to find out, however, that the sum of their ages 3 years hence will be what? Now 3 years hence, what will Amar be? Amar will, wait, before we do that, now that we have got all these values over here, we can add them up. And if we add them up, we'll get minus 4 and minus 4 gives us minus 12. So it's something like this, X plus Y plus Z minus 12 equal to 55. If we take minus 12 on the other side, it will become positive 12, and positive 12 plus 55 gives us 67. So X plus Y plus Z equal to 67. So what we have got over here is the sum of their current ages is equal to 67. What we need is the sum of their ages 3 years hence. So 3 years hence, Amar will be X plus 3. Akbar will be Y plus 3. And Antony will be Z plus 3. Okay. We have to find what will be their ages then. So for this itself, for their current ages, this is the sum of their current ages, right? So I'm going to bring this down here, and to this I'm going to add this. 3 plus 3 plus 3, how much becomes? 9. So X plus Y plus Z plus 9 I'm going to put over here. Okay. So in other words, this represents the sum of their ages 3 years hence. So if I put 9 for this equation on the left hand side, I have to balance it by putting 9 on the right hand side as well. So 67 plus 9, because it represents the ages now 3 years hence. And that will give us 67 plus 9 is how much? 76 years. Okay. So the combined total of Amar, Akbar and Antony 3 years hence will be 76. So our correct option is C. 17th question. The value of k for which the system of equations x equal to 5 minus 2y and 3x plus ky plus 15 equal to 0 has no solution is one of these. So instead of taking x equal to 5 minus 2y, I'm going to take everything which is on the right hand side on the left hand side of the equal to sign. Something like this, x minus 5 plus 2y. I'm going to rearrange this actually. X plus 2y minus 5. So positive 5 becomes negative 5 and minus 2y becomes positive 2y when it comes on the left hand side equal to 0. And the other one is 3x plus ky plus 15. This will make it easier for us to compare the general equation. We get e1 upon e2 is 1 upon 3, b1 upon b2 is 2 upon k, and c1 upon c2 is minus 5 upon 15. 5 1 5, 5 is 15, so we get minus 1 upon 3. Okay. Now what it tells us is the value of k for which the system of equations x and has no solution. So no solution is represented by this way. a1 upon e2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. And if you put this we'll put the values, we'll get this 1 upon 3 equal to 2 upon k not equal to minus 1 upon 3. We need the value of k, so we'll take only this part, and if we cross multiply we get k equal to 6 as our answer. So which means D is our correct option. 18th question, the probability of an event E where E is equal to 0.37, then the probability of not event E is this. Means it's talking about the question has given that the probability of an event that is going to happen. What is asking is what is the probability of an event not happening. Okay, so probability of not event E is equal to 1 minus probability of an event that is happening. So that is 1 minus 0.37, and that gives us 0.63. So our correct answer is C, 0.63. Move to the 19th question. 3 unbiased coins are tossed simultaneously, then the ability of getting at most 2 heads. At most 2 heads means that it can't be more than 2 heads. It can be 2 heads, 1 head, or even no heads. That means all tails as well. So that is the possibility we have to take into account. So first list down the various possibilities. So since there are 3 coins, we list them all down. So tails, 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 head, tails, head, head, and head, head, head. Then next we have to take heads, tail, tail, heads, heads, tail. Am I correct? Yeah. And then we have to take tails, head, tails, head, tails, head. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 possibilities are there. Now let's look at most 2 heads. At most 2 heads, which we have said is either there should be a maximum of 2 heads. Either 2 heads, 1 head, or no head. No head means tails. So this counts 1 head, 2 head. This doesn't count. 1 head, 2 head, 1 head, 2 head. So in all, what we see is that 7 out of the 8 count. So D is our correct option. Okay. So remember, at most, when it says, it means that it can't be more than that. But if it would have said at least, then it could have been more than 2. 2 and more than 2. At most means 2 or less than 2. At most means that's the limit. Can't have more than that. 20th question. A card is drawn at random from a well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. The probability of getting neither a red card nor a queen is one of these. probability of getting, so not getting a red card. How many red cards are there? 26. Okay, in a pack of 52. Which are they? Diamonds and hearts. Now these 26 cards also include 2 red queens. Okay, it's because it says neither a red card nor a queen. So 2 are already out. That leaves us with 2 other queens. That should also not be taken into account. So that means 26 plus 2, totally 28 cards we should not take into account. That leaves us with how many cards? That leaves us with 24 cards. Okay, so if you remove 28 out of 52, we are left with 24. So probability of neither a red card nor a queen. Totally there are 4 queens, but since we have already taken 2 queens in these red cards, we are left with 2 black queens, one of clubs and one of spades. So that is 24 upon 52. Okay, so 4 6 are 24, 4 into 13 is 52. 6 upon 13 is our answer, which is C is the correct option. Question 21. If cos A equal to 4 upon 5, then the value of tan A is one of these. So cos A equal to 4 upon 5 means base upon hypotenuse. So if we draw a triangle this way, right angle here, and let's say the angle is over here, A. Okay, then the base will be over here, which is 4, and hypotenuse 5. So if you want to find out this, we will get this as 3. Okay, so that would be our perpendicular base and hypotenuse. So tan of A is given by perpendicular upon base, perpendicular upon base, and perpendicular is 3, base is 4. So our correct choice in this case would be B, 3 upon 4. How do you get 3? By applying Pythagoras theorem. Okay, you will be able to get 3. Next, 22. Cos square theta into 1 plus tan square theta is equal to one of these. Let's solve. Cos square theta into 1 plus tan square theta. Now you should know that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. That's our identity. Cos square theta into sec square theta. Okay, and sec square theta is a reciprocal of cos square theta. So this is what we can write. Cos square theta and cos square theta cancel, which is equal to 1. So our correct option is D, that is 1. Next question, 23rd question, that is, if sin alpha equal to root 3 upon 2 and cos beta is equal to half, then the value of alpha plus beta is this. Sin alpha is root 3 upon 2. We also know that sin of 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2. Sin of 30 degrees is half. So sin of 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2. Similarly, we are given cos beta is given as equal to half. The cos of 60 degrees is also half. So in other words, this tells us that alpha is 60 degrees, and this tells us that beta is also 60 degrees. We are asked to find the value of alpha plus beta. So which we can write as alpha plus beta. As alpha is 60 degrees, beta is 60 degrees, so total is 120 degrees. So D is the correct option. 24th, if sin square A minus 10 degree plus cos square 40 degree equal to 1, then the value of A is one of these. So sin square A minus 10 degrees plus cos square 40 degrees is equal to 1. We also know that sin square, we can also write the same thing as sin square 40 degrees plus cos square 40 degree equal to 1. When the angle is the same, this identity, the square of the sum of the identity becomes equal to 1. So if we compare these two, we can say that A minus 10 is equal to 40 degrees. So if we take 10 on the other side, it will become positive 10, and positive 10 and positive 40 gives us 50 degrees. So in other words, C is our correct option. 25th question. If sin theta equal to cos of 3 theta minus 30 degrees, where theta is an acute angle, then the value of theta is one of these. So sin of theta equal to cos of 3 theta minus 30 degrees. Sin theta can also be written as cos of 90 degrees minus theta. So equal to cos of 3 theta minus 30 degrees. Cancel, and we get 90 degrees minus theta equal to 3 theta minus 30 degrees. Okay, we'll take minus theta on the other side and bring minus 30 degrees on the left hand side. We will get 90 degrees plus 30 degrees equal to 3 theta plus theta. That gives us 4 theta equal to 120 degrees. 4 ones are 4, 4 3s are 12, 0. So that means theta is equal to 30 degrees. And B is our correct option. 26, 10 5 degrees into 10 30 degree into 4 times 10 85 degree equal to one of these. So 10 of 5 degrees into 10 of 30 degrees plus 4 times 10 of 85 degrees. 10 of 5 degrees can be written as 10 of 90 degrees minus 85 degrees. 10 of 30 degrees is 1 upon root 3 plus 4 into 10 into 85 degrees, will leave it the way it is. Okay, equal to sign. Okay. 10 of 90 degrees minus 85 degrees can be written as complementary of that, that is cot of 85 degrees into 1 upon root 3 into 4 into 10 of 85 degrees. Now cot of 85, as we know, can also be written as reciprocal of 10 of 85, which means 1 upon 10 of 85 degrees into 1 upon root 3 into 4 into 10 85 degrees. This 10 85 and this 10 85 will cancel, and we will be left with 4 upon root 3, which is over here. So that means the correct option or correct alternative in this regard is A, 4 upon root 3. 27th question. 3 sin square 20 degrees minus 2 tan square 45 degrees plus 3 sin square 70 degrees is equal to, choices are given. So I'll write it again. 3 sin square 20 degrees minus 2 tan square 45 degrees plus 3 sin square 70 degrees. Now equal to, I can rewrite this sin square 20 degrees, I can write as sin square 90 degrees minus 70 degrees minus 2, tan of 45 is 1, so 1 whole square plus 3 sin square 70 degrees, I'll leave it the way it is. 3 sin square 90 degrees minus 70 degrees, complementary of that is cos square. So 3 cos square 70 degrees minus 2 into 1 whole square is minus 2 plus 3 sin square 70 degrees. I'll take these two together. If I take this together and I'll take 3 common, I'll be left with cos square 70 degrees plus sin square 70 degrees and this minus 2. Cos square 70 degrees plus sin square 70 degrees is equal to 1. So 3 into 1 minus 2. In other words, 3 minus 2 is 1. So the correct answer is, or correct option is C, that is 1. Question 28. A circle is inscribed in a quadrilateral PQRS. Circle is inscribed in a quadrilateral PQRS. PQ is 5 centimeters, QR is 12 centimeters, PS is 6 centimeters. We need to find out SR. Now, there is something that you need to know which makes it easier for us to solve this. That is this. If a quadrilateral is drawn to circumscribe, okay, quadrilateral is drawn to circumscribe. When a quadrilateral encloses a circle, it is called as a the quadrilateral is circumscribing the circle. When we are talking about a circle that is inside the quadrilateral, we say it is inscribed. So here in this case, it says if a quadrilateral is drawn to circumscribe a circle, then the sum of opposite sides are equal. In other words, what it says is PQ plus RS should be equal to PS plus QR. This side plus this side should be equal to this side plus this side. If we take that, PQ is 5, RS or SR we have to find out. PS is given as 6 and QR is given as 12. So SR I'll keep on this side and 5 I'll take on the other side, will become negative. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 minus 5, which means SR is equal to 13 centimeters. Okay. So our correct option in this case is C, 13 centimeters. Next we come to the 29th question. Two circles touch each other at T. These are two circles touching each other at T. If QP is equal to this much, is equal to 4.5 centimeters, and QR and PS, okay, this is P, PS are tangent to the circle, then this is QP, QR is what we need to find out, this whole thing, okay, QR, how much it is, okay. Now, we are given this much part from here to here as 4. What is this? This is a tangent, right? Similarly, this RT is also tangent. So we can say QR is equal to RT because both are tangent. So both should be equal to 4.5 centimeters, right? Now, RT is also tangent to this circle, and so is this tangent, that is PR, right? So we can say that RT is equal to PR. So that means PR should also be equal to 4.5. So QR can be written as equal to QP plus PR. QP we have been given as 4.5 and PR we just got as 4.5. 4.5 plus 4.5 gives us 9 centimeters. So QR is equal to 9 centimeters. So in this case the correct choice is A. 30th question. AB is the diameter of a circle with center O and AT is the tangent. AT is the tangent. If AOQ is 70 degrees, then we need to find what is ATQ, this one, okay, this angle we need to find out. Okay, few things will work over here. First of all, we have learnt about central angle and the angle which is inscribed. So if we take this, let's say this is the center and this is the central angle. So if the central angle, let us take the central angle as 70 degrees over here. If that is the case, then the angle that is inscribed at the circumference is going to be half of that. So this has got to be 35 degrees. Okay, we will write this down, that central angle is equal to 2 times inscribed angle. Okay, and central angle we have been given as 70 degrees. 2 times inscribed angle. So inscribed angle is which one? ABQ for us in this case, angle ABQ. So in other words, angle ABQ will be equal to 35 degrees. So we've got this one as 35 degrees. Okay. If you look at triangle ABT, in angle ABT, we need to find ATQ, and ATQ is as same as saying finding angle ATB. What about, we found this one, we need to find this one. What about this one? So this one forms a right angle, because it is said that first of all this AB is a diameter. Okay. Next, what it says is that this particular thing AT is a tangent to the circle. So that means a right angle should be formed here. Okay. So we can say in triangle ABT, angle BAT, that is BAT, plus angle ABT, that is this one, plus angle ATB equal to 180 degrees. Okay, sum of all angles of a triangle. BAT is 90 degrees, ABT we've got as 35 degrees, angle ATB is what we need to find out. Sorry. 90 plus 35 is 125. If we take 125 on the other side, it becomes negative. So angle ATB is equal to 180 degrees minus 125 degrees, and that will get equal to 55 degrees. Okay, and this 55 degrees is the same as angle ATQ. It is the same angle we are talking about, whether it's ATQ or ATB. We are not talking about the length of the sides, we are talking about the angle that is formed over here. So our correct option is D, 55 degrees. 31st question. If A minus 2, 3, B 6, 7, C 8, 3 are the vertices of a parallelogram ABCD, then the coordinates of D are this. So if you have, let's say, this is a parallelogram A, B, C and D. Okay, so if you we have here minus 2, 3, then B is 6, 7, C is 8, 3, and D is what we need to find out. Okay, we can find out this D or coordinates of D, because we know that the diagonals of this are equal. So we know the coordinates of midpoint of the diagonals are equal to each other. We can say coordinates of midpoint of AC is equal to coordinates of midpoint of BD. Okay, equal to that. So AC we can write as, so since we are talking about midpoint, so it's a minus 2 plus 8 upon 2 comma 3 plus 3 upon 2 equal to D will take as x comma y. So x plus 6 upon 2 comma y plus 7 upon 2. Okay. Minus 2 and plus 8 gives us 6 upon 2 comma 3 plus 3 is 6 upon 2. Equal to, so 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6. We get 3 comma 3 here. In this case, x plus 6 upon 2 remains, comma y plus 7 upon 2. Same thing over here, x plus 6 upon 2, comma y plus 7 upon 2. So now x coordinate over here corresponds to x coordinate over here, y coordinate over here corresponds to y coordinate. So which means we can take x plus 6 upon 2 equal to 3 and y plus 7 upon 2 equal to 3. 2 into 3 gives us 6, so x plus 6 equal to 6. 6 we take on the other side, it becomes negative. 6 minus 6 is 0, x equal to 0. Here 2 into 3 becomes 6, so y plus 7 equal to 6. 7 we take on the other side, it becomes negative. 6 minus 7 is minus 1. We get 0 comma minus 1. So in this case, the correct option would be B, 0 comma minus 1. Let's move to the next question. That is the 32nd. It says the points minus 5 comma 1, 1 comma k and 4 comma minus 2 are collinear, then the value of k is this. So to find out about this, we take as these 3 points as the coordinates as the vertices for triangle, and if we do that, then since it says that it is collinear, that means the area of triangle in this case should be equal to 0. So we put the area of triangle formula, which is half is x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So you assume which one is x1, x2, x3. So x1, you can take this as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 over here. Okay, and we'll write, and all this is equal to 0. Sorry. So if you take this, since it is half, you take 2 on the other side, it will get multiplied with 0 and become 0. So we can just focus only on this part then, and that's what I'm going to do. So we can write this as minus 5 k plus 2 plus 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 4 1 minus k, whole thing equal to 0. So we'll get as minus 5k minus 10 minus 1 minus 2, sorry, this we can open up actually. Minus 2 and minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 into minus k is minus 4k equal to 0. Okay. Minus 5k and minus 4k gives us minus 9k. Then minus 10 and minus, okay, I'll take minus 3 plus 4, that gives us positive 1. Positive 1 minus 10 gives us negative 9 equal to 0. So if we take 9 on the other side, it will become positive this way. 9 on the 9, we are left with k equal to minus 1. In other words, A is our correct option. 33rd question. The point P which divides the line segment joining the points A 2, minus 5 and B 5, 2 in the ratio 2:3 internally lies in the quadrant, first quadrant, second, third or fourth quadrant. So let's solve this. To solve this section formula, internal division is this way: x, y is corresponding to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole thing upon m1 plus m2, and m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole thing upon m1 plus m2. Then you put the values here. that would be, so m1 is 2 and m2 is 3. So 2 into plus 3 into whole thing upon 2 plus 3. Same thing over here. And x2 we can take as 5. x1 we can take as 2. Similarly, y2 will take as 2. y1 will take as minus 5. What we get here is 2 into 5 is 10. Plus 3 into 2 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 into 2 is 4. Plus 3 into minus 5 is minus 15. 2 plus 3 is 5. So we'll get this. 10 plus 6 is 16 upon 5. 4 minus 15 is minus 11 upon 5. Now when the x-axis is positive and y-axis is negative, if we draw the graph like this, y and x-axis, x-axis is positive, that means it should be somewhere focusing here on this line, and y-axis is negative. Y-axis is negative down here. This is the fourth quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So it falls in the fourth quadrant. So in other words, D is our correct choice. 34th question. The distance between the points x, minus 1 and 3, 2 is 5 units. Then the value of x is one of these. So if you have a look, you will either have positive 7 or negative 7 in place of x, and either positive 1 or negative 1 in place of x. The way you can find out which is the correct answer is by putting either positive 7 in place of x, or negative 7 in place of x, and finding out if the distance between these two coordinates becomes equal to 5. Same thing we have to do for 1 and minus 1 as well. However, right now I am going to directly choose the correct answer and show you how to work it out. So the correct answer in this case is D, 7 or minus 1. Let's assume this is A and this is B. So A as x, minus 1 and B as 3, 2. So AB would be, so in first case we'll take as positive 7. Okay, so in place of x it will be 7. So 3 minus 7 whole square plus 2 plus 1. So distance formula I am applying. 2 plus 1 whole square. You will get 3 minus 7 is minus 4 whole square. 2 plus 1 is 3 whole square. You will get 16 plus 9, that is square root of 25, which is 5. So 5 units. Okay. So this is confirmed. It is positive 7. Now to get negative 1. So we'll take negative 1 in this case, AB. So in place of x now it will be negative 1. Okay. So 3 plus 1 whole square plus 2 plus 1 whole square. 3 plus 1 is 4 whole square. 2 plus 1 is 3 whole square. Sorry. We will get 4 square is 16 plus 9, which is equal to square root of 25, which is equal to 5 units. So you see, in this case, what I did was, I took, in place of x I took 7. So 7, negative 1 and 3, 2. And in this case, I took negative 1, negative 1 and 3, 2. Okay. So it's either 7 or minus 1. That is the answer. The D is the answer. Question 35. A line intersects y-axis and x-axis at P and Q respectively. If 2, minus 5 is the midpoint of PQ, then the coordinates of P and Q are respectively dash. So let's answer this. So we start with, let the coordinates of P be x1 comma y1 and q be x2 comma y2. Midpoint of PQ equal to 2 comma minus 5 as given over here. So it's something like this. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. Okay, so it says you have P and Q, that is a line intersects y-axis and x-axis at P and Q. So at P will be at y-axis, which will be along this line, and Q will be along the x-axis. Now since x-axis is negative, so x-axis is actually the midpoint of PQ. So something along this, something here it will be, this side. Okay, because it says the midpoint. Let's say over here it is, somewhere over here, 2 comma minus 5. We need to find the coordinates of P and Q over here. So we have assumed that the coordinates of P be x1 y1 and Q be x2 y2. Midpoint of PQ is given to us as 2 comma minus 5. So by midpoint formula, we get x equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. Okay, then x is given to us as 2 equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y is given to us as minus 5 equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. Okay. So if we take this 2 on the other side, it will get multiplied and we will get x1 plus x2 equal to 4. Same thing over here, we will get y1 plus y2 equal to minus 10. Okay. Now we are given that this PQ, okay, I'll extend this, and over here extended line, this P intersects y-axis, so this is y-axis, and Q intersects x-axis. So at this point the equation of x1 y and y2 will change. So you can write, since line PQ intersects the y-axis at P, so x1 equal to 0. Similarly, you can say y2 is equal to 0. Okay, because this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So that's why x1 becomes 0 over here. Over here x1 will become equal to 0, and over here y2 will become equal to 0. Okay, then if we put these values in these two equations, this is what we'll get. Okay, we'll, in place of x1 we put 0, so we'll get x2 equal to 4, and in place of y2 if we put 0, then we'll get y1 is equal to minus 10. Okay, so we've got x1, x2, y2, y1. Okay, what is x1? 0. x2 is 4. So if you have a look in these choices that we have been given, we have only one choice, that is C, 0 comma 4, and the other one is minus 10 comma 0. So minus 10, which is y1, comma 0, which is y2. Right? So C is our correct option. Next, 36. If the circumference and area of circle are numerically equal, then the diameter is dashed. Circumference and area are the same, which means 2 pi r is equal to pi r square. Okay. So in this case, pi and pi will cancel, 1 r and square will cancel. We are left with r equal to 2. If r is equal to 2, then diameter is what? 2 times r, which means 2 times into 2, which is equal to 4. So that means the correct answer is C, 4 units. Next, 37 question. ABCD is a rectangle. APD and BQC are semicircles of radius 7. So this is 2 semicircles, and the radius from here to here is only 7. Similarly, from here to here is also going to be 7. Same thing applies here. 7 from here to here, 7. The area of the shaded region is that. Okay. Now, we have got 2 semicircles. We can find out their area. So, area of 2 semicircles, you can put 2 times into pi r square upon 2. Why upon 2? Actually, it is half pi r square, because we are talking about semicircles. Why 2? Because there are 2 semicircles. Okay. So this 2 and this 2 will cancel, and we will get pi. Instead of r, we can write the radius, so 7 whole square. Okay. And so we have got the area. So that's for what we can, in place of pi, we can actually substitute the options over here. A, which is 44, then we have B, which is 54, C, which is 56, and D, which is 64. So if to get one of them, so there is no pi, so we'll use pi as 22 upon 7, 7 into 7, because of radius square. So 1 cancels, and we'll get 22 into 7 is 154 square centimeters. So that is the area of these 2 semicircles. Now for the area of this rectangle, okay, we have to find the area. So area of rectangle, length into breadth. So you know, over here, if we have a look, this is length and this is breadth. Now radius we are given as 7. So this radius and this radius, 7 plus 7, right? So our breadth is 7 plus 7, which is equal to 14 centimeters. What about our length? We know only from here to here. This is the radius, 7, and here to here 7. But we are given also 1 centimeter in between. So 7 plus 1, 8, 8 plus 7 comes to 15. So totally this is 15. So length will be 7 plus 1 plus 7, which is 15 centimeters. Then we just need to find out the area of the rectangle. So which is equal to length into breadth, which is 14 into 15, and that 14 into 15 gives us 210. So area of shaded region will be 210 minus 154. That gives us 56 square centimeters. So our correct choice is C, which is 56 square centimeters. 38. The minute hand of the clock is 14 centimeters long. The area swept by the minute hand is 15 centimeters. Is dash square. So the clock, this is your clock, right? Now 360 degrees is this, and the clock moves from here to here, so that makes it 1 hour. So that means 1 hour is your 60 minutes, right? And that 60 minutes is equal to 360 degrees, correct? That means if we cancel this to find out 1 minute, then it would be this 0 cancels, 6 ones are 6, 6 is the 36. That means 1 minute is equal to 6 degrees. Now here we are talking about 15 minutes. So 15 into 1 equal to 6 into 15. So 15 minutes will be equal to 15 into 6, 6 5s are 30, 90. degrees. Okay, 6 5 is 30, 6 3. 15 minute equal to 90 degrees. So we've got our angle. Now to find out the area swept by the minute hand, so we say area swept by minute hand equal to theta upon 360 degrees into pi r square. Okay. Now there is no pi over here, that means we'll have to take pi equal to 22 upon 7. Now theta is 90 degrees, we just found out, upon 360 degrees. 22 upon 7 into radius that is given to us is 14 centimeters long. Okay, the minute hand is equivalent to the radius. So 14 into 14. So 0 0 cancels, 9 1s are 9, 9 4s are 36, 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14. I will take 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2. So we get 20, we are left with 22 into 7, which is equal to 154 square centimeters. That means our correct option over here is A, 154. 39th question. The area of circle that can be inscribed in a square of diagonal 6 root 2 is dash quadrant. Area of circle that can be inscribed in a square. Okay, that means the circle is inside a square. Here is a square. Let's draw a rough diagram here to understand. This is a circle that is inside this. Now you say they have said that there are in a square of diagonal 6. That means the diagonal from here to here, this is 6 root 2. Okay. Now we have to find out the area of this particular circle. Now before we do that, we need to find out what are the sides of this square. We know that square has right angle, right? So that means and we also know that all the sides are equal for a square. So if we've got 6 root 2 and we apply Pythagoras theorem, so let's say this will be our hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is a side square plus b square. Okay, and hypotenuse is 6 root 2 whole square plus a square plus equal to a square plus b square. If we open this up, we'll get 36 into 2, 72 equal to a square plus b square. These are the two sides. This side and this side we are talking. We know that the sides are equal of a square, so we can write 72 equal to a square plus a square, which will give us 72 equal to 2 times a square. 2 ones are 2, 2 36 are 72. We get a square equal to 36. So we will take square root on both sides. We will get a equal to 6. That means each of these sides is 6. Okay. Now that is half of the problem. We need to know the area of the circle. To know the area, we need to know the radius. Now from here to here is 6. Same thing will apply from here to here. If we take the center somewhere over here, and if we draw a radius over here, same way we draw a radius over here. Okay, what happens to this? This becomes a tangent, both these. Okay, so these two have got to be equal. Similarly, this and this, if you draw a radius here also, this becomes and it becomes a square by itself. In that way, this becomes like a midpoint of this side. And if that is a midpoint and this whole thing is 6, that means this should become 3. 3, 3, 3. Okay, so which means we have got the radius now. So if radius is equal to 3, we can find the area, which is pi r square pi 3 whole square. 3 whole square is 9 pi square centimeters. So in other words, our correct choice is D, 9 pi. Finally, coming to the last question, the radius of the bicycle wheel is 0.25 meters. The number of revolutions it will make to travel a distance of 220 meters is dash. So radius is given as 2.5 meters of the cycle. So we need to find out the circumference of that bicycle wheel. So circumference will be equal to 2 pi r 2 into 22 upon 7 into 0.25. Okay, now 0.25, so 2 into 0.25 gives us 0.5, so 22 upon 7 into 0.5. okay, and 22 into 0.5 will give us 11. We'll just leave it at 11 upon 7 centimeters. Next, to find out the number of revolutions, number of revolutions will be equal to the total distance traveled. I have to travel, that is 220, upon the circumference. That's how you find out the number of revolutions. Total distance is 220 and the circumference is 11 upon 7. So this we can write as 220 into 7 upon 11. So when it goes on top, the numerator becomes denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. 11 ones 11, 11 2s are 22, 0, 20 into 7 is 140. That is the number of revolutions. Okay, so in other words, the correct answer is C, 140. So with this we come to an end of this prelims paper, maths level 1, which came for SSC term 1 exam held in October 2022. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message. Okay, and I hope you have found this useful in your preparation for your upcoming examinations. If you have liked watching this video, do not forget to hit the like button. Please share this with as many friends and classmates possible. They can also benefit like you have. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. More and more problems and papers will be solved in the future. Thank you for watching and keep watching. Thank you.